shit's in the safe. Got me a spot out the way. Nigga just tryna be safe.
Let's get to the sports talk.
And gentleman by the name of John Morant. John Morant didn't have just 26 points. He did it 10 for 11 from the field, and they won the game against the Houston Rockets. Jalen, the Grizz have won 6 in a row, and as we sit right now, they are in the 8th seed in the Western Conference. Are the Grizzlies a playoff team? I can't believe I just said that.
That 8th seed is just going to be up for grabs in the West the entire season.
There's a big gap between 7 and 8.
Just think about it. They're on a long win streak, and they just got to the 8th spot.
Yes, barely.
The Pelicans are going to get Zion back. We'll see what's going to happen with them. Can they make a run? They're only 4 games back. I'm disappointed in some of these efforts that the Houston Rockets have been putting out on the floor.
Yeah.
Some of these bizarre losses. They get up for Team Clippers, but then on a nightly basis, they're not as consistent as they need to be. And if you notice in all of those highlights, it's a lot of Ja Morant, but it's also a lot of turnstile James Harden.
Oh, yeah, James Harden just let him shoot.
Daring him to shoot.
Yep.
He knocks down the 3, daring him to shoot. He locks down the 3 again, going for the reach in the fast break, goes behind the back, continues to create. And when we talk about young dynamic duos, give flowers to Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis, who still hasn't really found his stride in Dallas yet. But Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson be balling.
Jackson Jr., if you don't know, he's balling.
And a right-handed player does a lot of...
Them were 2 cornerstones from Memphis. You see how John Morant can create for Jackson, create for other players around him. He's the playmaker to get that team going. With him on the floor, that team look different. The way he just create and break down the defense and kick it out to the players, throw alley-oops to Jackson, just throw a lot of good passes to the players, like get players open. And he already showing you glimpses for years to come of what he's going to be with Jackson on the side of him, showing the same thing. What they going to be together as a dynamic duo. They ain't going to talk about them so much because they playing in Memphis. And people ain't really paying attention to Memphis like that. And Memphis just keep easing their way on in that spot and keeping it.
Great things with his left. Around the basket and dunking and long and blocking shots.
I'm glad you brought that up, because take a look at what the Grizzlies have been up to lately. Just tell me what these numbers tell you, Jalen Rose, because when you look at them, it's interesting. This is in 2020. Look at what they've been doing. See that first on the right side of the screen? That's first in assists per game, first in points per game.
And I always talk about how the ball has energy.
Yes.
Kinetic energy.
Yes.
Electricity.
Yes.
When it moves, everybody feels better about their role. You run harder. You set screens. When you make a mistake, it's my fault.
Yes.
Not the energy. Yes. The energy and the karma is better around the team. So no coincidence, you're first in assists and you're second in field goal percentage. So now everybody playing their
moving
game.
the ball around, getting open shots, passing up good shots for great shots.
And I want to shout out Dylan Brooks, too.
Yes.
Because the players know they ain't got to worry about John Morant ball on the basketball. They know he look at the pass and get us open for open shots. They know the basketball going to be rotating with the basketball in his hand a lot more. They know they ain't got to worry about him trying to do everything. He's looking to get his teammates involved.
Like he was scoring in college, I think he went to Oregon.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's getting that opportunity to play as a starter. And he's playing well. And Valanciunas is giving him an anchor down low. Every now and then, it's going to be once every 7 to 10 days. You're going to look down at the stat sheet and you're going to be like, Valanciunas had 25 and 15.
5 assists? Yeah. Like,
I remember him.
Yeah. I remember him. Yeah.
So I want to make sure I give Memphis props.
So, Luka Doncic, they beat the Warriors. The Mavs beat the Warriors. But Luka Doncic only had 2 assists, Jalen. And you know how often he had the ball. How does Luka Doncic put on sneakers and end the game with only 2 assists?
Guys got to finish. He was dropping them off. Guys were finishing. But also, if you notice, they're trying to cut off his passing angles and make him a scorer. They're making him play one-on-one. And as much as we give credit to elite coaches in the league, and rightfully so, I got to also point out there are championship-level coaches who also struggle at different points of their career. Pop, right now, and Kerr are dealing with teams that aren't meeting expectations on paper. The Golden State Warriors are dealing with injuries. There's nothing you can do about it. But don't count the Spurs out for the AC. You asked me about Memphis, don't count out the Spurs.
Jalen,
you've been doing it for 20 years.
There's certain players in the league that just become my guy. You know who my guy is? Dwight Powell. I've liked him for a long time.
Activity.
Now he's starting to get a little more shine, a little more league pass action. 9 for 9 from the field. 9 for 9. Didn't miss a shot the entire night.
Live legs.
Love Dwight
the
Powell.
Floor.
Love Dwight Powell.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more,
Put a little bit of the rub, nigga, I gotta be safe.
purchase your